Hello and welcome to Highlights. My name is Jim Strawn, host of the television program Highlights from the Heart of Our Community is brought to you through a collaboration between my company, Jim Strawn and Company, along with our good friends at the Optimum Cable Services and, of course, Kanawha County Schools TV. And if you're a regular viewer of our show, and we certainly hope that you are, you know how much we love to focus on those grassroots organizations, grassroots people, small businesses, people that are doing, organizations that are doing, companies that are doing fantastic, amazing work to make our great state of West Virginia, our Kanawha Valley, and our city of Charleston, and all points in between, whether it's from Madison down in Boone County, all the way up to Webster Springs in Webster County, Harts, West Virginia, and all points in between. We love to bring you the good things that are happening in your community. We're going to be talking about a really cool festival, a really neat event that happens every year as we turn the page of the calendar into May and June. We're talking about the 30th annual West Virginia Coal Festival, and then even more specifically, we're going to be talking about the West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant that is happening on May the 18th at the West Virginia Culture Center starting that evening. Yours truly looks forward to that because I get to be the master of ceremonies. How much fun am I going to have? We have a couple ladies here and some queens and teen queens and some Mrs. Queens, and we're going to talk about all things West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant, how you ladies can get involved, all ages, and all things West Virginia Coal Festival. So sit back, relax, soak it all up. Lots of good insight, lots of really good information coming your way. To help us talk about the West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant is one of the co-directors, Elizabeth Clay. She joins us now. Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
Good to see you.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Look how pretty you are.
Oh gosh,
Thank
you.
You're a pageant lady, right?
Former pageant
Talk
lady.
about your journey with the pageants. What pageants have you been in? Talk about your journey in the pageant world, just so we can know who you are.
Okay. I began competing in pageants as an elementary child. I know, but I'm not telling how old.
Okay, that's okay.
So I began as an elementary child, competed in lots of different pageants. Took a little bit of a break, got back into it during my teenage years. As I graduated high school, I realized that there were scholarships available to the winners of the pageants. If you made it in the top 5, you got a scholarship. And I wanted to go to college. Right. So I found a great dress and a great interview and would just wear it every time and would go and compete and see how I did.
In various festivals?
In various
pageants
festivals.
Around the state of West Virginia?
Oh, yeah. From the north to the south, we were all over the place.
Because every January there is a Fairs and Festivals convention at our convention center here in Charleston. But West Virginia is known for so many community, city, county festivals and fairs. And most of those, if not all of them, have a pageant and a queen of all ages, a teen queen, a child queen, a junior queen, a miss, a Mrs., all those, right?
Correct.
Most of those festivals have that, right?
Yes.
So you would just go, okay, here I am.
I would go, here I am, let's see what happens. It was a wonderful opportunity, too, because I got to meet a lot of interesting women from across the state of West Virginia. I have made friendships that have lasted a lifetime.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
It is. Yeah. Whenever I was about 20 years old, I got lucky enough, I won my hometown. It was our first year. I was the Clay County Golden Delicious Festival queen.
I know the Golden Delicious. Who doesn't know the Golden Delicious Festival?
That is our state fruit.
Absolutely it is.
So I won that pageant. It was our first year as a member of the association. I went down to Charleston and I won.
You won the Fairs and Festivals
Association. Yes, I competed against 70-some girls that year.
A big honor.
Yes, and I won. And then I
got to. You were excited.
Yeah, I was. You were. And then I got to reign over the State Fair of West Virginia, which was a wonderful experience. And this year, our coal queen will also get that opportunity. She will get to compete in the West Virginia Association of Fairs and Festivals pageant. And if she wins, then she gets to reign over the State Fair.
Very nice. So we're talking with Elizabeth Clay, and she's the co-director of the West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant. Talk about what's going to happen on May the 18th at the Cultural Center. Who are we honoring? What are we doing? How many divisions do we have? I know the ladies are going to represent, not only you mentioned West Virginia and the Coal Festival, but we're representing the coal industry too, which has a very strong heritage in our state.
Yes.
Absolutely. So talk about the pageant a little bit. Give me some nuts and bolts.
Okay. Well, first of all, here at the West Virginia Coal Festival, we are dedicated to the preservation and heritage of the West Virginia coal industry. Every year we start out honoring our fallen miners. Our girls are participants in that opening ceremony. Now, on the 18th here in Charleston at the Culture Center, you're going to be hosting our pageant.
I can't wait.
We are going to have an awesome day.
Yeah.
We have entry fees, or entries that are available for the girls to go online. You can sign up for the pageant. And
I'm going to have John put that QR code up right
yes,
now.
that would be
There's
awesome.
the QR code. He probably has one a little bit larger, but ladies, if you're watching this, you can take your phone, put it up on the screen to the television, take that QR code. You might even have a bigger one. There's a larger one.
Yes.
We'll leave that up for just a few minutes. Elizabeth, they take their phone and they download that or just put their camera on it. It takes them right to the jot form to register for the 30th Annual West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant that we're having on May the 18th at the Cultural Center. I interrupted you, but I wanted to make sure that we got that up there. And there's ladies of all ages, girls of all ages. So talk about the divisions.
Baby,
Yep.
all the way up to Mrs.
Yeah.
We have a division for everyone.
What are some of those? Are they juniors? Is it the teens?
Yes. So we're going to do the younger girls, 9 and below, on the first weekend in May. We're going to start out early in the morning, like around 9 a.m., do registration. Pageant will start around 10 o'clock. We'll do like some fan favorites, have some different awards for the kids. We ask that they wear a black or primarily black outfit.
For coal, right?
For coal.
Yeah, it makes sense. I
know.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Makes sense, though.
It does. So then that way
I'm
you
wearing a
can-
black tux. Does that count?
It does.
I'm wearing a black tux, the hostess
You will look
thing.
smashing in a black tux.
Smashing and dashing, thank you for that.
Yes.
So then we, after the kiddos do their thing, on May the 18th, there's still
Yes.
5 divisions left, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And that will be our junior teen all the way up to Mrs.
Okay.
Those ladies are going to come to the Culture Center. We are going to do a scavenger hunt that day.
Fun.
And we have a very nice meal planned for these young ladies, lots of exciting activities. We are very excited to get to use the theater.
Yeah. So we're going to be in the theater. It's been renovated a little bit. There's a great sound in there. Holds about 250 folks. We hope to have standing room only. Does it cost to come to the pageant to watch this?
It's like a $5.
Oh, it's just a nominal fee.
Yeah, it's a nominal fee.
Yeah.
To get in, come in, support the girls, support
Right.
the community. If you've never been in a pageant before, try it. Give us a chance.
This promises to be a pretty special day, and promises to be pretty spectacular. Heather Clay puts this
Yes.
together. You know her very well. You guys have been friends forever, and recently became even more family than you have in the past, right?
Yes, we were very close friends.
anyway.
So she introduced me to her
cousin. Yeah,
and we married last
I know,
July.
so now you're in the family. But Heather promises to have this thing really top notch. She wants
Yes.
good girls to register. She's going to make it fun. And you're going to represent the state, as you mentioned. You're representing the state, but you're representing an industry that is near and dear to we all have a coal
Everybody
person,
has a miner in their
coal-
family.
A coal story. We all have a miner
Yes.
in our family somewhere, somehow. So on May the 18th, ladies get registered. There's the, we'll put that QR code up again, but here's the festival. Now the festival, the West Virginia Coal Festival, is actually on June the 18th through the 22nd down in Madison, West Virginia. It's a wonderful 5-day event. It's the 30th annual festival year that they've had the Coal Festival. And so the ladies and the teens and all the honorees at the pageant on May the 18th will be at the Coal Festival 18th through the 22nd representing the Coal Festival, and then, as Elizabeth mentioned, representing at the Fairs and Festival Association probably next January, but you probably get to go to the West Virginia State Fair in August in
Yes.
Lewisburg.
We
So
have plans.
Comes along. It comes a lot. You know, your reign comes along with a lot of responsibilities. But there's the QR code again. The pageant is on May the 18th. It's at the Cultural Center. It'll probably get started, I'd say 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm guessing. I don't know. Do we have a time when we start this thing? I don't know. I'll be there.
7.
7-ish.
Doors open at 6.
Doors open at 6.
We're going to start at
I
7.
figured it was right in that range.
Yep.
So
Doors open at
what-
6. We'll start at 7.
So we're going to have ladies that have been in other pageants, but why don't you, Elizabeth, talk to young girls, ladies who never have participated in this? Why should they? What does pageants bring to their life? What does it do for them? I mean, not everybody, you win in other ways, but what does a pageant do for the character of the girls that participate?
Looking back at my young age here now, I see that I can put a pageant girl up against anybody in a job interview.
Yeah.
She's going to win. She's going to get that job interview because she learns how to articulate and communicate well with others.
Yeah.
She's going to make friendships that will last a lifetime. She is going to grow as an individual, as a person. She's going to develop self-esteem, self-confidence. She will be encouraged to go on and do wonderful things in her life, to educate herself. Because as part of our prize package, ladies, if you are attending UC, we are giving away a $1,000 scholarship.
Wow.
To our queen. Our first runner-up will get $500.
Nice.
We have a $500 clothing expenditure for our queen for fairs and festivals. So we are really promoting education with our girls. We want them to be young community members and to excel and do well within our state.
Right there is, who is on the screen right now? Is that Hannah?
That is Hannah.
Hannah, say her last name. Hanofsky.
Hansky, yes.
Hanofsky.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a senior this year, and she has a softball game as we're taping this show. So she wasn't able to make it, but I wanted to make sure that we got her in there. What is she, the West Virginia Coal Festival Queen?
Yes, she is our
Okay.
Miss Division Queen.
She's our Miss Queen right now.
Yes.
And she's a senior. She's at one of the Boone County high schools. There's two of them down there.
Actually, she's a little bit farther down. She is at Yeager.
She's at Yeager High School.
Yes, so
Okay.
she's down in McDowell County.
Okay.
So the West Virginia Coal Festival stretches from the north to the
Wow.
south.
Okay. Very good, Hannah. Well, sorry that you're not with us here. We'll see her on May the 18th. She'll be
Yes, she'll be
there on
giving
May
up
the
her
18th.
title that night.
Very, very, very good. I see a little miss. I'm just looking at some of the divisions. A teeny miss, 3 to 5. A little miss, 6 to 9. A wee miss. Those are for the kiddos, right?
Yes, those are
Those are
for
for the
our
kiddos,
kiddos.
yeah.
Those are always the fun times
They're good.
because, you
They're
know,
adorable, actually.
they're adorable. They're all dressed up. Mom's all excited. She's bought this beautiful outfit.
Right.
And then they come in and they're just like, ain't wearing it.
Oh, that's funny. You were talking about the scholarship sponsors. There's a lot of sponsors. It takes a village to put this together. Heather Clay, I would be remiss if I didn't mention these for you. But the overall sponsor, Worldwide Equipment. We have the Crown sponsor. I've seen the Crowns, the Southern Pineapple of West Virginia. You mentioned the University of Charleston. That tickles me. They're providing the scholarship. They're the scholarship sponsor of the University of Charleston. Again, that makes me proud because I'm an adjunct professor at the University of Charleston.
I was a UC graduate.
You're a UC grad.
Yes.
I love what UC stands for, so thank you for that. We have the prize package donation sponsors. We have Glitzy, Prom and Pageant. We have the Babe Cave, Pink Birch Boutique. We have the Oliverios Prom and Bridal. Cassie Lawless. Cassie's been on this show before. There's Kinley Simmons. We're going to be talking with her in just a moment. She's the reigning teen queen from the Coal Festival. Big Time Creations, Pies and Pints, the Gourmet Granny, Barbie's Formals. I just want to make sure I got all these wonderful sponsors mentioned. If you're watching this and you thought, well, I want to get involved, I want to sponsor, give us a call.
We would love to have
reach out to
all
Clay.
the help
Yeah.
we can get.
Yeah, it
We're
takes a
all
village.
volunteers.
Yeah, this is a volunteer-based thing.
Yes, and it does take a village. And, you know, just reach out, you go through the scan codes, hit up our social media if
Yeah,
you're
follow-
interested in
You-
sponsoring.
Is there, on social media, is it the West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant, or is it just West Virginia Coal Festival?
If you go to the West Virginia Coal Festival, we have a fabulous website.
Okay.
And it will link you to the pageant. It will link you to every event that we are having. All of our forms are online
Okay.
because it's an electronic world.
Yeah.
And everybody can just download what you need to.
Well, there it is on the screen, wvcoalfestival.com, wvcoalfestival.com. There's a telephone number you can call for more information, 304-546-7273, 546-7273, or again, wvcoalfestival.com. The 30th annual, the pageant will be May the 18th. Last year, the pageant was at the Madison Civic Center. We're moving up to the on the campus of the State Capitol Complex at the West Virginia Cultural Center. There's the QR code again. There's a telephone number. We are calling all ladies to get registered for this. Again, it promises to be fantabulous. You'll have to overlook the MC, but otherwise you're going to have a great time, right?
You're going to do a fabulous job. You're going
I'm
to be
nervous.
in a tux.
I'm as nervous as the girls.
Oh,
I
you'll
stay
be
nervous
fine.
though. I stay nervous though.
You'll do
Elizabeth,
just
we have
fine.
about a minute left. Do you have a parting shot? Something that you need the audience to know that I haven't asked you, or just leave them with something, and then we're going to talk to some of the reigning queens.
Well, for me, it's the 30th anniversary, and I couldn't think of a better way than to be a queen of the 30th anniversary.
I love it.
Because we have so many wonderful things going on. We're getting ready to announce our entertainment in a couple of days, and we would love to have you.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on the May the 18th. I'll see you
I'll
there.
see you there.
Nice job today. We hope to see you on May the 18th as well, whether you get registered to participate or you just want to come and support the ladies that are in the pageant. May the 18th, West Virginia Cultural Center. Doors will open at 6. We'll get things rolling about 7 o'clock. Yours truly looks forward. I'm honored to be serving as the Master of Ceremonies. We're going to take a quick break. We'll put that flyer up with the QR code again. And then when I'm joined back here on the highlights from the Heart of Our Community television show, I'll be joined by the reigning Mrs. West Virginia Coal Festival and the West Virginia Coal Festival Teen Queen from 2023. And I shall be right back. And just like that, we welcome you back. What a wonderful conversation we had with Elizabeth Clay, co-director of the West Virginia Coal Festival Pageant, again happening on May the 18th. And now promised at the top of the show, I welcome into the highlights program, I think for the first time, the Mrs. West Virginia Coal Festival, Jessie Mullins. How are you, Jessie?
I'm doing so good. So glad to be here.
I know you are. And the West Virginia Coal Festival Teen Queen herself, Kinley Simmons.
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Kinley, I'm going to start with you. Where are you from in West Virginia?
I'm from Webster Springs.
That's really the heart of West Virginia, isn't it? Right in the middle, pretty much, right? Are you from there your whole life?
Yes.
What's the high school up there? Webster High School?
Yes.
Yeah. We just have the one high school in that county, right?
Yeah.
You guys had a good run a couple years ago in basketball, though, didn't you? Came down to Civic Center for the state
Yep.
tournament. Were you part of that? Well, I mean, you were watching it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wasn't that fun?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you about the Coal Festival Pageant in just a moment, but I want to turn to the Mrs. West Virginia Coal Festival. Is that what you call yourself? Is that the title?
It is, Mrs.
You're
West
Mrs.
Virginia
West
Coal
Virginia Coal
Festival.
Festival, and you received that in 2023 last year at this same pageant.
Yes.
Talk about that experience, Jessie.
So, I was pregnant with twins.
So when they told me off air when they put the crown on you, you actually crowned 3 different individuals.
Yes, two
Yeah,
boys.
2 boys.
And
2
me.
boys and you. So you were pregnant, and take it from there.
So, it was really such a great experience
Yeah.
from when I walked in registration. I had the best interview that I have ever had in my pageant career. The pageant itself was so smooth, and I came out with the crown and some great gal pals.
And last year's last year's Coal Festival was at the Madison Civic Center. This year is at the Cultural Center. You'll be there. What is your role this year in 2024 now?
So on May 18th, I'll be passing on the crown to the next Mrs. Queen.
Very nice. How's the year been for you? What did you get to do with your platform, with your reigning, what do you call it? Your Highness Queen, whatever you, pageant queen of the Mrs.
So we have the 5-day festival. We started out with the opening ceremony where we honor the fallen miners. Very somber event,
Yeah.
but it was beautiful. And then we went into the fair's activity. My favorite was the food by far.
Oh, yes. I love
Especially
it.
being pregnant, that
Yeah.
couldn't have got better for me. There was so much to do. You have the whole town of Madison, so there was lots of shopping to do, lots of entertainment.
And then you were crowned. What has transpired the last 12 months? Did you go places? Did you go to elementary schools? You represented the festival, but did you make other appearances? Did you get an opportunity to talk about your message? What kind of message did you They call it a platform. What is your stance on various things, and when they ask you questions, what do you stand for as far as the Mrs. Coal Festival?
So I'm all about service to others, and a lot of my service isn't captured on camera just because I'm in the moment doing what needs to be done, but my biggest is volunteering with the Ronald McDonald House.
I love it.
We had to...
Because you're twins.
Yes, we did have to
talk
utilize
about that
them.
story a little bit. So they came a little early.
Yeah, they were 7 weeks early.
And you had to stay in the NICU for a couple of days, or
Yeah.
they did.
They were, my one son, he was in there for 18 days. The other one was in there for 20 days. So after 4 days in the hospital, we were placed in the Ronald McDonald House so that we were closer to our babies.
How wonderful is the Ronald McDonald House?
I'm telling you what, you cannot get any better.
Was Brooke the executive director then?
I believe so,
Brooke,
yes.
yeah. I'm on the board there. She's great. And that's a good cause to support. I'm a big public service guy myself, so thank you for what you're doing there. Kinley, how long have you been doing pageants?
So not even a year.
Not even a year.
No.
And so you registered and you entered last year's Coal Festival,
Yes.
not knowing what to expect?
No.
How was that experience?
It was amazing. So it being my first title, I didn't know what I was walking into, but after I met my directors and all the girls, I actually knew Jessie before I went.
Oh, that made you feel a little
Yes.
comfortable, didn't it?
Yes, after I did that, I just felt so welcome.
Yeah. And then what kind of things unfolded at the pageant? Do you remember the question that they asked you?
They did. My onstage question was, who would I take to school with me for a day, my pappy or my nanny? And I said my pappy because he would just sleep the whole time.
I love it. Yeah, I love my pappy too. I was fortunate to know all four of my grandparents. It's very special. So then what has transpired with you the last year? Did you wear the crown, you've got the crown, you're the reigning teen queen.
Yes.
Did you go other places? Did you represent the Coal Festival at other places?
Yes, so this makes my 79th appearance as the Coal Festival
No kidding?
team. Yes.
Did you say 79?
Yes.
You went to school too, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, this is my 79th appearance as a Coal teen. I've been to many pageants, many parades, many festivals. So I think it was amazing opportunities that I've got this year.
If there's a teenager, and the teen, I don't know exactly the teen queen division age, 13 to 18, something like that?
13 to 15.
13 to 15?
Yes.
If you're a young lady, 13, 14, or 15, or maybe the mom or dad of a 13, 14, 15-year-old, and you're watching this program, you know, there's millions watching this, Kinley. Did you know that? That doesn't make you nervous, right?
No.
What would you tell those girls or the parents of those girls, if they've never done a pageant, why should they register for this one?
I think you just need to take a step in because you don't know what you're going through, like what you're going into. I didn't think I was going to win. I did so many pageants before this, and I walked into that, and I came out with a crown.
You're so excited, weren't you?
Yes.
Do you remember the feeling?
Oh, my God,
What was the
yes.
first couple of feelings? Oh my gosh, I just was named.
Well, when they named our first runner-up, I did not think that I won. Like, I remember looking out to the crowd at my mom and being like,
Did the best
uh-oh.
you could.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then they called my number, and I dropped to my knees crying.
Oh, bless your heart. I know you've represented the Coal Festival folks very well. And just like Jess, your role the night of May 18th at the Cultural Center, you'll be presenting the new 2014 Queen with the crown.
Yes.
Does that make you sad? Or?
Yes,
Yeah, a little bit. I saw a
very.
little.
Yes.
You'll be excited for the girl who
I
wins
will
it,
be.
but you're right. And then what's your plans for your future? You're just a freshman at Webster High School, right?
Yes. I go to Braxton County High School.
So you go to Braxton County High School. What are your plans for even after high school?
So I want to go to the Junior State Police Academy.
I love it.
Yes. I wanted to stay in law like my whole life. So I thought this was another good opportunity because you don't see many female police
You do
officers.
not.
So I thought it'd be really cool just to step into that.
We were talking off air. I happen to know the first female West Virginia State
Yes.
Trooper. She's been on this show numerous times, Sharon Dietz. So I want to make sure, Sharon, if you're watching this, we haven't forgotten you, young lady. I may introduce you to Kinley here. She might want to be talking with you. But that sounds like a real passion for you. Jess, Mrs. Coal Festival for 2023. You'll be at the 24 pageant. Besides being a full-time mom of twins now, is that your day-to-day passion now? Do you work outside of the home, or you're just working in the home with the twins?
So primarily I am home with the
Yeah.
twins. I'm also in school full-time,
Yeah, you want to be?
a psych RN
I know, a psych RN, so you're going to school where?
at Southern Technical Community
It's such a
College.
great school, right?
It
You love
is.
it, you're doing good? So
Yes.
if you continue at the pace you're going, will you graduate a year, 2, 3?
So-
What's your hope?
I could actually graduate now, but I want to get my bachelor's.
Okay.
So I'm getting everything I can in, hopefully less than 2 years.
Very good. I'm so proud of you. We need more psych nurses. We were talking off air. Many people know that I was a psych guy, a mental health guy. I worked at Shawnee Hills and Highland Hospital for many, many years. I support what you're doing. We need what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And congratulations on being the missus. I bet that's been a pretty neat year for you, hasn't it?
It has been
Yeah.
such a great year.
Very good. So we continue our conversation. We got a few more minutes left. We're talking with Jessie Mullins. Jessie is the Mrs. West Virginia Coal Festival from last year. We're also talking with Kinley Simmons. Kinley is the West Virginia Coal Festival Teen Queen from 2023. They'll both be on hand. We hope you'll be on hand to join them on May the 18th this year at the Cultural Center. We'll get started about 6 o'clock. The doors are open. There's going to be some wonderful entertainment there. The girls are going to have a great time all day long. They have all kinds of activities. They'll go through their interview process. Yours truly will welcome all the people that are there that evening as the Master of Ceremonies. And then we'll start the pageant, and at the end of the night we're going to have a new Mrs. Coal Festival, a new Teen Queen, and a few other divisions. You look forward to it. What's your favorite part of like a pageant, Jessie?
So it used to be the evening gown because it's not every day you get
Elegant,
to dress
right,
up in
yeah.
such a beautiful gown
Yeah.
and high heels, especially being a mom. I don't
Right.
get that opportunity often. But the interview has really grown on me.
Yeah.
It's a way, one, not only to practice your interview skills, but to really show the judges who you are and what you're about.
Kinley, going into it last year, like you said, you didn't know what to expect.
No.
Again, we already asked you what you would tell the girls now, but what has become your favorite part of a pageant? You're young, but you've seen a few pageants now, you've attended some, you've won some. What do you think, oh gosh, I can't wait for this part of the pageant?
Meeting new people,
Meeting new
making
people.
friends.
Love you for that, yeah. I love, people are my favorite.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love making new friends. I've made some of my best friends through pageants.
Yeah.
So I've made 2 friends at the Coal Festival I went against.
Yeah.
It was very, very, very fun.
Very good. Someone's watching this, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Kinley. Married ladies out there, they've never participated in a pageant. You started in 2018,
Yes.
not that long ago. Moms are watching this going, I want to do that. Why should they do this, Jess?
Well, not only is it a way to push yourself and to get yourself out there, but two, the camaraderie you'll get when, even if you don't win, the whole day, the ladies you'll meet and the experience you'll have
Very good.
is the best.
Just like Elizabeth, I'll see you on May the 18th, right?
Absolutely.
I'll see you on May the 18th.
Of course.
It was a pleasure having both of you on the Highlights program, okay? That's all the time we have for on this edition of the Highlights program. As always, brought to you by my company, along with Kanawha County Schools TV and Optimum Cable Services. We're going to put, I think we have time to put the QR code one more time up, John. Put that QR code up on the screen. Ladies, if you're watching this, just put your phone right up there against that with your camera. It'll take you right to the JOT form to get registered. We have 5 different divisions for the 30th annual West Virginia Coal Festival. The pageant is May the 18th. The festival is down in the Madison area, June 18th through the 22nd. But please, I'm going to leave that up there just for a few more seconds. That QR code will take you right to the JOT form. Heather Clay promises this is going to be a pageant not to miss. It's going to be very spectacular. There's the website, westvirginiacoalfestival.com, and there's a telephone number to call for more information, 304-546-7273. That is all the time we have for on this edition of Highlights. We'll see you on May the 18th at the West Virginia Cultural Center, and we'll see you next time right here on Highlights. Take care now.